What is self-respect to you? Because I feel like we say that we have self-respect, and I feel like we demand self-respect when ultimately you don't even allow your confidence to shine through. Self-respect is tied to self-confidence. You know that, right? So you can't be going back and forth, all this cognitive dissonance of saying something that you believe to be true, but your actions completely different. Yeah, so we got to work on that. And sometimes we dim or light so that we don't outshine the people around us. We don't want them to feel intimidated, because naturally some of us, we have this aura about us. Whenever you enter a room, people can feel your energy. People watch you. And I know some of us, we go out there and we present ourselves in a way that seems confident, but when we're by ourselves, we tear it down. And I guess I just want to know why you do that. There was a time that I did that, so I'll never come here in front like I don't know what it's like to not really believe in yourself. I've had those moments. I've had moments when I denied who I was and who I am and who I want to present myself to be, because the people I'm around, I wanted them to feel seen too. And it is very unfair. It's very unfair for you to hold back on major things about you because the spotlight, I need you to stop denying yourself the beauty that actually wants to be poured outside. I understand that we are sometimes associated with people who feels like they're not on your level, confidence-wise. Probably any other way too, who cares? But since we're talking about confidence and self-respect, I guess we'll keep it kind of limited today, right? Limited to those two major things. Sometimes we are around people who we know they struggle with their identity. We know that they struggle with their self-esteem. We know they struggle with their self-worth. And because we want to be so satisfying and we want to cater to the fact that something is allowing them to be distraught, we kind of just put a clamp on who we are just so our friend can, I don't know, I guess feel safe. But is that really your friend though? And did they ask that of you? And if they didn't ask that of you, why do you feel like you need to do that? Why do you feel like it is necessary for you to dim your own light because you don't want to outshine the people around you? You see, the people around you, if it is a case where they are in a space where in that moment they cannot meet you here, no, I'm not saying give up on them. But at some point, if they cannot match your energy and if they cannot see themselves and the beauty that exists within them, then babe, that's not a space for you. Honestly, if you are here putting in the work, trying to show this person that, hey, you are magnificent, you are marvelous, and even if you want to do it on a physical term where you're like, man, you're so handsome, or you're so beautiful, you can only say and do so much. That person has to believe that in themselves. So why are you consistently draining yourself to pull someone else up with you who prefers to just remain dark? It makes no sense. I want us to level up in this journey. I understand that you may have known people for years and maybe you feel as though you owe them some loyalty until they're able to get there. And I admire that, because loyalty isn't taught. That's something that you gotta have inside you. So I get wanting to remain loyal and letting them know that, hey, I got you. But at what point do you got you? You are more important than anyone you surround yourself with. I don't know of another you. There is, and there will never be another you. There will be people who can probably have a likeness to you, but my job here is to remind you that you don't need to deny yourself so that someone else can, I guess, feel like, okay, they're worth it. No, they shouldn't be feeling worth it based off the strength of you and your back. They gotta want that for themselves. So yes, you wanna show up for them. Yes, you wanna take them along. But to get up every day, having to already motivate yourself and to stay on top and keep grinding and to keep shining, that's hard work. You gotta do that for yourself. And then there's this big baby that you're tagging along with you because you don't want them to feel left out. So it's either you're gonna try to motivate them too, or you're gonna dim yourself so that you can meet them on their level. In both of those scenarios, I don't see where any of it benefits you. I don't mean to sound harsh, but if that's how I have to be so that you can start understanding who the hell you are, then cool, I'll be the bad guy for that. Friends, the friends that really deserve your loyalty, people who are really and truly in your circle for you, they will see that that girl is elevating. They will see that that dude is elevating, and they're going to be like, you know what? I admire this person so much that I'm going to take a page out of their book and I'm going to meet you up top. Let's go. Let's do it together. That's what a friend does. But when a person feels your aura and they see your potential and then they understand the energy that you bring, most of them want to siphon it. Most of them want to siphon it, and it's sad to say, actually, but I don't think it's fair for you to just put a lid on yourself and cap it right there. It doesn't serve you. So it's either they're going to put the work in to get there, or you kind of just got to let them go. Or at least for right now, because we are on a journey together to love ourselves, to respect ourselves, and to stand up for ourselves. And the only way someone is going to match that energy is if they have it in their mind to actually get the fuck up and do something about their life. It's not your life, it's theirs. So yes, you can provide your kind words and you can, I guess, include them in your day-to-day, whatever floats your boat. But you see the people that I have around me, when I see them stepping in their aura, I'm just like, I see why we're friends. I'm so proud of you. In fact, I'm gonna take a page out of your book and I'm gonna meet you where you at, because you leveling up. I understand that we have traumas and we have things we go through, and it's not lost on me that there are things out there that just provide subtle injections into who we're supposed to be. And once they put a little crack in your foundation for you to start doubting who you are, sometimes it's hard for you to believe in yourself. Sometimes your self-worth and your self-confidence is so damaged because you allowed one thing to slip. You allow one thing to penetrate your foundation. So I get it. I get that there are days and there are moments and there are reasons why we can feel insecure, inadequate, not enough, however you want to term it. But that can't be your excuse every day to just sit there in that funk and not do anything about it. We have people in our lives that prefer to blame the world for everything. They've never taken accountability. Nothing is ever their fault. It's always what someone else does and what something else had done to them. It's just always not them. Like, no matter what, it's never them. I can't tell you who to be around. But I'd like to think that if you're really serious about representing yourself and respecting yourself, then you're just going to have certain boundaries that you cannot fold on anymore. And I promise you, I know that this journey takes so much out of you. It takes away all the comfort you have that sometimes you're like, damn, is this even worth it? Because why keep losing? And sometimes you got to shed the things around you. And when you shed it, you're just like, wait, am I the problem? Because why am I trying to do all these good things that I set out to do, but I'm losing all these people from around me? But you can't second guess yourself like that. Because I promise you that before you got to the point where you did the shedding, I know deep down you wanted them to come with you. And I know that you probably made a promise and you told them, I'm gonna always be here for you. And I know your story, so I'll never act brand new. You're not acting brand new because you're choosing you, love. Like, you've decided that you and all your likeness and everything that you want to represent, only you can get it. Nobody can get it for you. So you cannot be requesting respect from people when you don't even respect yourself, because you don't want to cut ties with things that you know for a fact are draining you and holding you back, because you made a promise. And I get it, word is bond. But how long are you gonna sit there and dilute everything about you so your friends can come up top with you? If your friends are really your friends, you ain't gotta ask them twice to level up with you. In fact, while you go to them and be like, yo, I'm about to do this journey with myself and I'm a little bit scared, I'm a little bit terrified, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I was thinking that we could grow together. If your friend is not even supportive of that journey, yeah, of course, like they're gonna have questions like, what do you mean? What's this journey about? And then what kind of made you think of it? Whatever. Anybody who you're saying anything to, of course they're gonna have questions about it. But if you give them your reasons, and if you tell them that this is about your mental and your emotional well-being overall, and this is how you feel like you can get there, and you're laying out the strategy and the procedure and the process, and they're looking at you like, girl, you tripping, or dude, what? Nah, they're not your friends. Your friends, when you say this is what I'm about to do, they're gonna support you. But hear me out real quick. You don't need your friend's support to get to where you need to go. Yes, it would be really cool, really appreciative if y'all can do it together. But there are some journeys in life that you're just gonna have to take alone, especially if you're serious about it. So you cannot be out here trying to do good for you while you're participating in things that does not reflect what you want. That's cognitive dissonance. You are saying something and believing something, but doing the opposite. You're doing something completely different than what you are preaching about. And we do that a lot because, as I said, healing and growing is not for the weak, okay? You have to say goodbye to a lot of things. You have to have some self-respect, and you have to have boundaries. You have to set a disciplined mode, and you got it. But the only way to get there is to go through it, okay? So I just wanted to let you know I appreciate you trying, but this is about you. And sometimes we can't take everybody with us, okay?